we're live. What's going on, D-Bags? Hope you guys are doing well. We're back at it again with another episode, the 81st episode, actually, of the Detox Podcast. I'm your host, Darren Rita. Feel free to connect with me at any of the links down below. If you're new here and you enjoy music, podcasts, or comedy, do consider subscribing. We're trying to hit 700 subscribers by the end of, well, probably not this month, but maybe next month. Who knows? And before I introduce you guys my guest this week, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about car insurance. These days, it seems as if we're able to do more and more from home. So while you're at home, why aren't you saving money on your car insurance? Your hometown agency, Kenosha Auto Insurance, has specialized for years in simple, hassle-free insurance using the latest and touch-free technology to help you get the best rates for you and your family. So what are you waiting for? Give them a call today at 262-448-4141. That is 448-4141. And the website is kenoshains.com. It's on the screen right now. One last time, that's 262-448-4141. The worst that could happen is they will get you the best rates. So give them a call. Tell them Detox D Rita sent you. They will set you up. Now, with all that out of the way, I am pumped to introduce you guys. Well, I guess reintroduce you guys to my guest this week. He was on the show back in 2019, if you believe it. Yeah, we've been doing it that long. It was on the 7th show ever. And now he's back to kick it with me, talk about how his life has been since then. He used to stream Twitch under the alias of Joe Witt, and now he's just out here living his best life with his pup Dallas. So let's give a wet Detox welcome to my man Joey Withrow. There's no clap track, but I'm a clap next to the microphone. That's what I do every week.
I appreciate it.
How you doing, man?
I am doing excellent. Thank you for having me, of course.
Bro, absolutely. First, I got to say this right before we get into it. I got to say congratulations. I don't think I've formally congratulated you on your weight loss journey. It's been, I know we've talked. I know, I've gotten to check up on it, but man, you look incredible for real.
Thank you.
And how do you feel?
Amazing, 10 times better.
So what, for people that don't know, if anyone has followed the show since the 7th episode, they could even just look at you from then to now.
Yeah.
How much crazier, you look great for real.
Mm-hmm.
So what and when? Why don't you take people through kind of your journey? We're not going to focus on weight loss the whole time, but I would love for people to know because that's probably a huge part of your life the last year or so.
Yeah, absolutely. So it all started back in March of 2019.
Yeah.
And I got on the scale for the first time in a while. I was terrified. I didn't want to know what I was at.
Yeah.
I got on the scale. It was 285, and I'm like, whoa.
Why'd you get on the scale?
Because I knew it was bad, but I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't think I was that high.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got on the scale 285, and kind of just never looked back.
Was it like a day?
It was a random morning.
You were just kind of man, I wonder.
Yeah. I was looking at myself in the mirror. I'm like, God damn, no.
Yeah.
I just got out of the shower, just kind of pissed off, And
what was it again? What did it say you said?
285.6, I believe.
Oh, he's got it memorized.
285.6.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And so then, what clicked in your mind then? What made you be like, all right, that's enough?
Just I didn't want to live like that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I never really wanted to go out and do anything. I didn't want to be around people. I wanted to stay in my room, play video games, and do absolutely nothing with my life.
Yeah.
I didn't have a job, didn't do anything.
So what? I guess as if getting better isn't a good enough motivation, but what kind of obviously? So you see that you're this weight that you don't want to be. You're looking at yourself in the mirror, maybe not happy with what's going on in your life. What's next then? How do you go from? What's the first step from that so that you can start on this journey?
Well, I think the biggest thing is I did diets on and off through the years.
Yeah, I remember you would always be doing something weird with
always,
a smoothie or something. I'd always be like, "What are you doing?"
Always trying random stuff, and you have to realize that you can't lose it all at once. It took you 20 years to get to that point. You're not going to lose it in just that first year, in that first couple months.
That's a good way to put it.
And that's where you can't get discouraged.
Yeah.
Most important, take progress pictures.
Yeah.
Because you don't see it if you just look at yourself in the mirror every day. But now when I go on Snapchat and I'll see a memory from 2 years ago, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And you look at yourself now, or even friends will send you a memory and they'll be like, holy shit, look what you used to look like.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of go from there, and you're left some people they get on a diet, they lose a bunch of weight, and then one small bad thing happens, and they reverse back to that. Yeah, they spiral. And you just can't do that. Or if you have a cheat day, don't feel bad about cheat days. Have your cheat days. Plan your cheat days. So when you have your cheat days, you don't feel like shit after. Because what happens is you get depressed because you eat, and then you get fat, so you're depressed that you're fat, so that you eat because you're depressed.
Jesus, it's a cycle.
It's a cycle.
Yeah.
So if you plan for your cheat days and you get hyped for your cheat days, you're going to love your cheat days. And then I usually do my cheat days on Sundays, and you get right back in the gym on Monday.
So you do what's a cheat day look like for you? Because I know some people that fitness advice that I've gotten is that like cheat days are maybe not great, but like cheat meals are great. Like do a cheat meal.
That's what you're really supposed to do. It's like get it all out of the way within one sitting. Well, for me, I don't eat candy anymore. Like I don't even have the desire to have that on my cheat day. Like I would rather have just like a shitload of rice or just like a huge Chipotle bowl.
As a cheat day?
Yeah, like a
Holy
shitload
cow.
of rice, like a Chipotle bowl with like chips and then Diet Coke. Diet Coke, hugest
Diet
help in
Coke,
weight
man,
loss.
that
It's
is-
terrible for you. I'll tell you that. It's terrible
that's
for you.
cancer-inducing right there.
It may be, but you got to pick your battles. Either
That's fair.
die
That's
from
fair.
being obese or die from Diet Coke, and
Diet
might
Coke
as well
will take
pick
you.
Diet Coke.
Yeah. Damn.
But yeah, that's really it.
So you don't gotta, man. I'm jealous of you not having a sweet tooth. I have a bad sweet tooth.
No, in like cakes and everything, don't like want them, don't eat them. Like candy, Snickers, none of that. Like I don't want it. Like once in a while, I'll have a sweet tooth and like Halo Top ice cream. So it's not really even cheating because it's like 320 calories for the whole pint.
Yeah. So what like so when you I mean I guess we're skipping ahead here. So you see yourself, you decide, okay, I'm gonna change this. I'm not gonna get down on myself for cheat days. I'm gonna try and eat better. How do you like? Because you definitely had to have gotten like some sort of plan. Like what was your plan going into it? Did you go seek further guidance, or was this all you?
I really didn't seek guidance until way later on in the journey. Like in the beginning, I'm like,
You just got to get the ball rolling.
Yeah, you just got to get it going. Like you just have to, it's not even like a diet. It's more of a lifestyle change. Like you just can't eat like that.
What was the biggest? Was it strictly eating? You think was the biggest factor?
Oh, I think it's strictly eating. Because I would just sit around and eat shit all night, all day. Wake up, eat shit.
Mm-hmm. What's like maybe something that people don't realize is super bad for them that maybe like you didn't realize was terrible? Because like I've been in ruts like that too, where I'll be super busy, so I'm just eating fast food every day, and I don't really even think I'm eating that bad. I'm getting Culver's, I'm getting whatever, and then like eventually you sit back and you're like, shit, those.
Well, one of the worst things, it's like really basic and everyone kind of knows it, but you don't really realize how much calories and sugar are in soda.
Oh yeah.
Like everyone knows that. It's not like a hidden thing, but like when you actually sit back and look at it, if you have like 3 or 4 sodas a day, that's like, well, it's like 140 calories in each can and a couple 100 grams of sugar each day.
Yeah.
And that's like daily, and I would drink soda daily.
I was the same way. In high school, I used to drink ridiculous amount of soda.
Me and you went through our fair share of Baja Blast when they came out.
Yeah,
when
when
we buy like 12 cases.
That was disgusting. It's
Yeah.
actually so fucked up that they did that to us, that we grew up in like the golden age of like Mountain Dew when they were releasing a new flavor every month. Voltage came out. Code Red came out like a couple years prior. They fucked us, bro. And then Baja Blast decides, oh, you know what? We're going to sell that in stores so you can fuck yourself at home.
We would literally go out on the lake,
Mm-hmm.
drink a 12-pack of
A
Baja
Baja.
Blast.
Oh, dude. Or we would, I remember me, you, and Blaze would ride bikes down to the Dollar General and just get like a 2-liter each and chug
drink it that night.
That's literally I got a root I had my root die the next day, or the day that we did that, and then I had to go get a root canal the next week.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's on you, Mountain Dew, but that might be on you. I had to get a root canal at like 16, so that's awesome. But so soda was a big thing.
Soda was a big thing, and just like unnecessary carbs.
So like bread, did you get rid of like a lot of breading, like a lot of like fried food?
Yeah,
obviously.
like never ate bread. Very rarely had pasta. Like even on my cheat days, I wouldn't have pasta.
God,
I
love
so
pasta.
Much.
That would kill me.
But for some reason, like my body is just like very carb sensitive, so anytime I go high on carbs, it just kill me. I found this really good alternative protein pasta. It's at Woodman's, super good.
What's the name of it?
I can't remember.
Is it Banza? Banza?
That sounds right.
It's like orange box.
It's like made out of quinoa and something else.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
I have the one that's made out of quinoa.
We've had the Banza one before. I think it's pretty good.
It's like not bad if you like make a good sauce with it.
And you're gluten intolerant too,
Yeah.
for those who don't know.
Yeah.
So that has to be like another hurdle of trying
exactly.
to eat right and eat clean.
Yeah.
Have to kind of
So then you'll
watch.
find stuff that's low carb but then not gluten free.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
That is tough, man.
yeah, you gotta fight 2 battles sometimes. So
So-
I usually just eat a bunch of steak.
Do you eat are you still eating like 3 meals a day? Like what? Because a lot of people I feel like do it or try to lose weight, and like you said, they try to lose it all in one day, right? So they'll eat very little or sometimes not at all.
Yeah.
Like, is that something that maybe you struggled with, or was it easy for you to just kind of be like, I just got to eat normally and eat cleanly and just power through it?
In the beginning, I tried to like not eat at all, but then I'd find myself in the kitchen at like 1 a.m. eating anything that's in sight, and then gaining weight and getting pissed off. So you have to eat.
Yeah.
Like you absolutely have to eat. Make sure you're full.
Yeah.
Intermittent fasting helps a lot.
Yeah. I've done that on and off, and that's really fun actually. I enjoy it.
I would usually go from like 9 to 5 o'clock. Always break your fast with chicken broth.
Chicken broth.
Don't know why, but it works.
What the fuck is that?
Chicken broth.
Who told you that?
I don't know. I was deep in YouTube one night. It's like chicken broth. I'm like, okay, and it worked. Chicken broth. Put it in a little like a coffee cup. Put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Drink that. For some reason, it makes you unhungry for a little while, and it gives you this weird amount of energy.
Weird.
Chicken broth.
Chicken broth. Have to check it out. Have to try it out. So we got some comments for it. Oh, just so you know, you can, if you ever want to check the comments, are right over there on that monitor. We got Logan Rita says he likes the shirt. Logan got me this for Christmas, so shout out to Logan. Let's see. McKenna says you're looking good, Joey. And we see what we got here from Simple Man Fishing. Cutting out sugar is the key. Think about it. Think about a gas station stop, a candy bar. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Bar,
yeah, all that shit is terrible for you. But yeah, I'm just wanted to say, man, I'm proud of the journey you've been on. It's crazy. And what's next, Joe? Are you gonna start powerlifting? You're gonna become an Olympic athlete?
I have a plan for that.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that plan?
I don't know if I can tell it. It's a secret.
Oh, it's a secret. Oh, you
It's a
can't do
secret.
that. We can't do that. We've had people on the podcast come and do that. Oh, I can't tell you.
Well, no, it's not really a secret, but I kind of just like, I really wanted to do it low key and then just out of nowhere look like a Greek god. Like I want to look like Poseidon.
Poseidon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty lit.
Like
That
that's
would be
my goal is
legendary.
to look like Poseidon.
Getting a superhero acting role. Marvel's calling you up.
I just might because that's the goal.
That would be pretty
Pause.
nuts.
Have you ever seen Aquaman's post-workout meal?
No, I haven't.
2 cans of Guinness beer. That's his post-workout meal,
Really?
and that's real.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a different fucking
No
human
food,
being,
just
dude.
2 like the tall boys, a Guinness beer. That's his post-workout meal.
How tall is that man?
I don't know.
He's like 6'9", 6'8",
He's gotta be something big.
with fucking like huge muscle inserts, like just like, I mean, he looks like an action figure.
And he doesn't lift.
What?
He does all his like weight training with like weighted dips, weighted pull-ups. Like everything's just weighted. Like he doesn't physically do lifts.
Oh, okay. So he does like all like body weight stuff,
Yeah.
but just overloads it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I know, dude, a lot of those celebrity things are kind of crazy.
Yeah, they're absolutely nuts.
Yeah, I mean, when that's like your job though, it's a little bit more manageable. I feel
Exactly,
like when it's
yeah.
like the only thing you got people to watch you. That's like the biggest thing. You said you didn't seek guidance until like you were down the road.
Yeah.
So like, where were you having troubles or seeing like hurdles that you were like, all right, I need to, maybe this is above my knowledge. I need to go find someone to help me
So
figure this
I
out.
was, I think it was when I got down to probably like 220, 215. I just stuck.
Yeah.
Like just probably 3-4 straight weeks at 220, 215. Like I was doing the same things, just
Mhm.
was not losing the weight.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting an online personal trainer, which costed quite a bit. I think it was like $300, but
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What does an online personal trainer do?
he like plans out your meals for the next 6 weeks. 6 weeks, like you give him all your information. Like you have to do measurements every week of every muscle,
Yeah.
and you send that all to him in the beginning, and then he has workouts, an individual workout for every day for 6 weeks.
Holy shit.
He even has like stuff to do on your off days.
Yeah.
And then so I basically started that, and then I did that, and then the weight just came shredding off. And also, what's it called?
So it was worth it then? Was it?
Oh,
worth
it was
the money?
it was worth it. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe not that much, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
And like a big thing was a controlled, I think it was a controlled carb up was what he called it. So you just eat like absolute shit for a full day and try to gain like a pound, 2 pounds, and then have that kickstart losing more weight.
Really?
So you'd go up to go down faster, and that actually worked, believe it or not.
That does sound weird. That sounds like counterintuitive, but
Yeah, it does, but
interesting.
it worked.
So have you like? Because I'm sure. I'm not sure. I really have no idea. How do you like lose appetite, or does your appetite? Like, do you think you could still eat as much as like you maybe could have before, or is that
No,
like,
I
something-
can't.
Okay.
I used to like,
Stomach shrank a little bit.
yeah, I cannot eat nearly as like I could still eat quite a bit, but I used to be able to eat a lot.
Yeah.
But-
I've noticed that too. Not in like a weight loss sense, but just like when you stop eating as much, like
Mhm.
your stomach will shrink fast.
Exactly, like
I-
you're just not hungry for what you used to be hungry for.
Yeah, like I used to be able to take out a whole like large at B-dubs, or
Yeah.
like a whole like I could take out a whole pizza. By
I
I could
struggle with
still
a
take
medium.
a whole pizza by myself most times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could take like a whole large, and then now I can't even.
Yeah,
do a
like I
medium.
struggle with a medium at beat ups now.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I get like a small, and then I get a
Yeah.
side of something. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm just like I don't want to feel like shit anymore.
Chicken salads at beat ups.
Chicken salad.
Yeah, like they have a chicken Caesar salad there. It's like
Never.
grilled chicken, super good.
Interesting. I've never tried it.
Stupidly expensive for what it is, but it's good.
So what would be your biggest advice? And I hate doing this, like putting people on the spot like this when it comes to weight loss stuff, because I know everybody's journey is different. But like for you, what would be like a solid piece of advice to give somebody that wants to do something similar?
Test out things, do what works for you, and don't listen to anyone else if they have anything bad to say about it. If you find a method that works for you, ride that until it stops.
What if it's unhealthy though?
Well, to a certain.
What if they're like, I'm gonna go on the carnivore diet. I'm gonna strictly eat red meat, and fast for a week, and I'm gonna eat one steak a week.
Carnivore diet.
Don't
actually not that bad of a diet.
Oh no, it's not good for you at all, Joey.
I've looked extensively into it. Or OMAD. Have you ever heard of OMAD?
No.
1 meal a day. That's all you get. Like you have
Really?
1 hour to eat everything that you're gonna eat in that day.
What?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think I could do that, but I wouldn't want to do that.
Like no extra like protein drinks, like talking 0 calories except for that 1 hour.
Did you try out any of these fad
I
diets?
tried out OMAD for about 3 days and said absolutely not.
So I was gonna say, because like with fad diets, everybody that I have like a lot of respect for in either like the like medical field or like athletic field that would like speak on this kind of thing, whether it's gaining weight or losing weight, they'd always say like stay away from fad diets. Like you got, like you said at the beginning, it's a lifestyle change, not just like a diet change, because diet is like temporary.
Yeah.
Right. And you want to be sustainable.
Well, one of the problems with like fad diets is like keto, for example. Like I'm a huge keto supporter, but you have to like make that kind of lifestyle change over to it, because after you go months with doing like low to no carb and you just start doing carbs, you'll gain twice what you lost. Like
really?
Yeah.
So
like
you get
crazy
to stick
fast.
with it forever, basically.
Yeah, so like you can have it once in a while, but if you go back to like consistently eating it like you used to, you'll gain more weight than you lost.
So you still doing keto now, or
yeah, for the most part. But
I've
I've slowly increased my carb intake, so that didn't happen to me. So like now, like I used to eat like 5 to 10 carbs a day.
Holy shit.
And now I'm up to like 25 to 35 carbs a day, and sometimes even more. But like I don't gain weight like I used to.
So put that in like a tangible, like, so what's something that I could eat that's 25 carbs?
Something like,
how many noodles is that?
maybe like an eighth of a serving. No, maybe like a quarter of a serving of pasta.
Damn.
Or
that's
like
crazy.
16 corn chips.
That's it for carbs?
Yeah,
man?
that's all I give
crazy.
myself for carbs for the day.
Wow. Props to you for being able to do that. Duncan Marshall says, how we doing? How you doing, Duncan?
We are doing.
That's crazy, man. But yeah, just insane. So if you guys are listening on Spotify and you don't get to see the physique change, come check it out over on YouTube, on Darren Rita, on the Detox channel, so you can see what Joe has lost a ridiculous amount of weight. He looks great. He's got his pup now. I don't think you had the pup when we started the show. Did you, back in 2019?
I had just gotten her.
Just gotten her.
I had just gotten her in July of 2019.
So what kind of dog is it, for people that don't know?
She's a purebred pit bull, blue nose.
How'd you get this dog?
So,
because it's kind of interesting how you got the dog.
It is an interesting story. So I went and dog sat my friend's dogs. They had 2 pit bulls and a little Jack Russell and a couple cats. So I went and dog sat her. Absolutely hated her.
Really?
Like I hated this dog. Like,
did the dog like you at first?
Yes.
Or? Okay.
And I hated this dog. And then I think it was like day 3. She's like, I was like laying down on the couch and like she just came and cuddled up on me, and I'm like, oh, I really like this dog.
Oh, there you go.
And then a couple months go by, and my friend Frommer's mom, Jamie, gives me a call, let her know that Dallas killed their cat, and then they had to get rid of her.
Oh my god.
So I then said, okay, took my grandma a little bit of convincing, and then Dallas came to me, and that's how I have her.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And she's smoking any other animals since then, or she?
No, she gets into it with Max, our little Yorkie, from time to time.
Basically a cat. At that
Basically
point.
a cat. Yeah.
Same size.
They get into it from time to time.
Crazy. So what is because I mean, like, you guys had like a family dog, but like this dog is like, you take care of this dog primarily.
Yes.
How is, like, I mean, it's just interesting, you know, getting to having known you as long as I have, like having to take full responsibility of this dog, like, had to have been kind of crazy for you as a start.
It's a lot different than you never think.
Yeah.
Like, my whole life is like, I want a dog, I want a dog, I want a dog. For those of you who are young, you don't want a dog.
Yeah. Why don't they want a dog?
It's just a lot to worry about. Like, going to work, you have to worry about who's going to let your dog out during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can't forget sleepovers. You're not sleeping over anywhere. You're not going out anywhere. You're not going to stay the night anywhere.
Yeah.
Unless you want to leave your dog, which I don't. I can't leave her.
Yeah.
Unless, like, I know I have someone that, like, Deja watching her.
Yeah.
Deja's dog sat her a couple times.
Does she is she like good in the house? Not too many accidents, or is she still? How old is the dog too?
She's 2.
2. Okay.
She's very weird. It's a very weird thing. So we have this green carpet in the basement, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is the only place she'll shit, and we don't understand why. Like, I'll lock her in my room, she won't shit, she won't pee, but if she gets out on that green carpet, she'll shit. It's only on that green carpet. I think she thinks it's grass.
Wow.
And upstairs, there's this one patch of fuzzy carpet. We have this one rug.
Yeah.
She won't shit anywhere else in that house except for on that rug. So we think she thinks it's grass. Like, we are convinced that she thinks that is grass.
Wow. So other than that, though, she's doing okay.
Other than that, yeah, she's pretty good. She still likes to attempt to kill people when they walk in the house, but
yeah, she's energetic.
she's definitely got a lot of energy in her. Yeah.
What's been like the hardest thing? Because you've primarily trained the dog yourself, right? Have you? Did you send her anywhere?
Came pretty trained.
Okay.
And I've tried training her. I could have done a better job, probably, to make her not so energetic in wild roundup.
Yeah.
But you live and you learn. Like, she's a good dog overall. Like, she'd never hurt anybody.
Yeah. What's like the hardest thing to like hone in with a young pup like that? Because they're like you said, crazy energy, chewing on things, people, pissing, shitting everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, she actually did pee on Cameron's makeup bag one time.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. So that cost me a little bit of money.
Oh shit. Was it a nice makeup bag?
Oh, yeah, it was a nice makeup bag.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's very tough. So, how do you go about disciplining your dog? Are you?
I hate it. I feel so bad because she has the cutest puppy eyes.
Oh no.
Like, she gets really low and like looks up at you, and I'm just like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's really hard. But I gave her some good spankings from time to time.
That's good.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah.
If she earns them,
only
right?
if she earns them. She has to understand I'm the alpha.
Yeah.
You know, she's beta. She's beta. In that house.
She's beta. Oh no. See, I'm weird with disciplining animals too. I joke about it all the time with McKenna with her cats. Like if they pee or something,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm like, dude, wow, we just gotta slap the fuck out of the cat and it'll. But apparently they don't learn that way, is what I'm told. I feel like that's a myth spread. That's propaganda spread by cats to tell people not to hit them because they don't want it. But I feel like a cat would figure it out in the wild if it was like, oh, if I keep pissing over here, I'm gonna get my ass beat.
Exactly.
But I don't know. That's what I'm told, is you can't hit cats.
So.
So we can't. So I guess I won't hit the cats. But are you a dog or a cat person?
Dog.
You're more dog, right?
I hate cats.
Dogs are people. If it's a night out with the boys, or a brisk walk with Dallas, what's Joey doing?
Most likely, I'm staying with Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah.
So dogs over people. Why is that? Why do you think? Why should someone who's maybe on the fence about, because you said young people maybe don't want a dog, but maybe someone who's got a little bit more money or time, or they got someone to watch the dog when they're at work, what's the best part about having a dog?
Just always cheers you up.
Mm-hmm.
Just always there. I don't know. It's like always good energy. Like, as bad as she is sometimes, I still love her to death, and like I enjoy being around her every second.
Mm-hmm. Always good.
They're
always
fun.
Happy to see you.
They're
right?
fun. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a really good thing about animals. Riley says, "Will you spank me like your dog?"
Riley, who?
Probably Orzula, I'd imagine, if he's with Duncan.
I would love to spank you.
Nice, dude. Beautiful.
Yeah.
We're making sparks fly here on the Detox Podcast.
Yeah.
So you've got the dog. You've lost the weight, Joe, and you were working for a while.
Yeah.
We don't got to talk about the corporation itself, but so you had a decent job going for a while,
mm-hmm.
and you made some friends with some people.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know why I'm air quoting, Joe may or may not have learned the hard way why we don't date coworkers.
Indeed.
Why don't we date coworkers, Joe?
It seems like a good idea in the moment, but sometimes it doesn't pan out how you quite think it would.
Yeah.
And then you're forced with a tough decision to make.
So for those that don't know, so you got you obviously went through a breakup not so long ago.
Yeah.
Happened to be working with this person.
Yes.
What's the fallout from that situation? Like, did they quit? Do you quit? Do you get fired? Did they get fired? What happens?
Well, it really depends on your own situation in the workplace. But for my situation, her mother also worked there. Her best friend was the hiring manager there. So I felt like I needed to go.
You felt like you were
I thought it was my time. So I gave them a ring the next morning and let them know I will not be returning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's tough.
So just like that, you're out your job. But
So did you consider going back at all? Was it was it a decision, or was it like when that had happened? Was it the next day too?
oh, I quit the next day. I quit the very next morning.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
When was this for just timeline purposes?
December 28th.
Okay. So it's like pretty fresh off of Christmas.
Pretty fresh off of Christmas. Yeah.
So you guys celebrated Christmas together too?
Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You got a Christmas gift?
Not a very good one, but I got a gift.
Did you give one?
Gave multiple.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want to relive that pain and tell us what you got?
What I got?
What you gave? What
I
gave?
gave?
How about what you gave?
I'd say, a Nike sweatshirt, a Champion sweatshirt, Champion pants.
Oh, we're balling.
Timberland boots.
Wow.
Yeah. A couple other pairs of joggers.
I gotta date Joey.
Three
That's
pairs.
nice.
Three pairs of leggings. What else? A weighted blanket.
Dude, I want a weighted blanket so bad.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
never had one. Or a heated blanket. Have you ever
Yeah.
slept with a heated blanket?
No, I haven't.
It's kind of weird, but it's fun.
But I like being cold when I sleep.
I do now, but when I was like younger, Connor had these heated blankets, and his basement was freezing, and it was like the best thing in the world. So, but interesting. So you was balling.
Yeah,
you
like
spoiled him.
yeah.
And then you got the call
Yeah, just
or text. I don't
Yeah.
know. It was a text.
it was text. Yeah, she did it over
Jesus
text, which is
Christ.
great.
Have you ever broken up with anybody over text?
I've broken up with somebody over FaceTime.
Damn, that's cold.
I know. It really was.
That's hard.
So I guess what comes around goes around.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, dude, I guess like FaceTime is like more personal like than a text, but holy shit. So how does like getting broken up with over a text go over as opposed to like being spoken to? Like
Well,
you're called on the phone at least, right?
basically, like the reason that she did break up with me is because I gave her an ultimatum,
Oh shit.
which I really would not like to get into.
Okay.
There, obviously, she chose to not. Which like it was kind of like I could see it ending for a while. Like I saw it coming to an end.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of threw that ultimatum out here. I'm like, either this happens or we're just gonna be done. And she said, "Okay, we're done." And I'm like, "Really? That's it?" And I'm like, she's like, "Yep." So I blocked her on everything, and we haven't looked back since. And
Nice.
I am now currently the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. So
happily married again.
happily married,
There
not
we go.
happily married again.
No, good. That's crazy. Craziness, Joe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've never dated anybody that I worked with. I've worked at a place, and then the person I'm dating start working there. We kind of worked at the same bar as me after I already worked there, but we had been together longer than I'd worked at the place.
Yeah.
So I guess that works. But yeah, I can't imagine.
I feel like it works out a little bit better if you've been together for a long time.
I feel like if you meet someone
At work, no, don't do it.
if you meet someone through your work, your employment, that could be a dicey situation.
It's a no bueno.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
10 out of 10 don't recommend.
Yeah, it would just be tough to be going about your daily business, and especially if you're not like the most pleased with the job, and then you gotta deal with that too. It's just adding layers to it that you don't want to.
Yeah.
So we've covered a lot of bases here, Joe, but a lot of people, I don't know if they know how we met. How do I know you? How was I lucky enough to score a Joe Witt interview when he was at the peak of his Twitch streaming? Why do you care about me? Why do I care about you? So I want to take it all the way back, Joe. For those that don't know, Joe and I went to the same high school together. We went to different like grade schools in the surrounding area. But Joey, why don't you tell people what I was like when I was a young blood and we had first met, and then I'm gonna give my perception of what happened and how I felt towards you.
Okay, so when we first, I recollect like 7th grade.
Okay.
I think we were at Reese's house, and I believe that's the first day we met. But we really didn't like hang out or anything after that. Yeah, but I remember I spilled something on my pants, and I was walking around without pants on for a while. It was a weird night.
What is a weird night?
It was a weird night.
So my first memory, I think it was the same grade ish, maybe 7th, maybe 8th, and this is the first time I'd ever like kind of heard your name. I saw you. You running around. I was at a dance. It was at a grade school dance.
Oh no.
And I was doing dumb. I was a stupid little kid too. So like me and Connor were doing dumb shit. We were dance battling people, for as cringe as that sounds. And then people are telling me that this Joey dude is like, kissing a bunch of girls, and I'm like, what, you know? And I'm a young kid. I might be interested in kissing some girls myself, so I'm like, I gotta meet this guy. Who is this guy? And then I see you come. It was like out of a script of a movie, man. He just comes bursting into screen, left of center. Joseph Withrow comes in, and he's like, I forget exactly what he said. He's like, guys, I just kissed 8 girls, and I'm pretty sure I have mono, so. That's that. And he's like just sweating buckets, like freaking out, and he's hyped. And then I didn't see him again. And I was like, who the fuck was that? And then Connor's like, oh, that's Joey. I'm like, who's Joey? And I don't see
8th grade, I think?
I think it might have been 8th grade. That's like my first like real memory. I think, yeah, we did meet at Reese's, but that was my first like real memory of like, okay, that's who that guy is. Okay. And then
I was not expecting that one to get brought up tonight.
And then I don't hear about you again until I'm in like going into high school, like summer school. And I remember you were like the only other guy that thought it was cool. We would both wear these stupidly huge Adidas shoes, like big, bright, colorful Adidas. And I would see Joe in the hallway, and he would see me. I would be like, "Nice shoes, man." He'd be like, "Nice shoes." That was it. We didn't talk, nothing. And then I'm trying to think how we like got acquainted and started like actually kicking it. I think it was a
dodgeball tournament.
Was it? I thought it was right before. It was like right before basketball because we started working out together.
I can't remember.
Because that was like that. This is when I think like the moment. Oh, that's what it was. Like the moment we became friends. Because I remember me and like my friends from Lakewood and whatever from my grade school I went to. We were all lifting after school because I was getting ready for basketball. And when we would watch our friend Jonathan play soccer, and then days that he didn't have a game, we would just all take the late bus home. And I remember you worked out with us one day because you stayed after, and you worked out with us. And then we took the late bus back to your neighborhood because we were all gonna hang out or whatever. I think you and Blaze were like talking or whatever. And Joe tells this story, and I knew I had to be friends with this man after this story. So I don't know how it gets brought up even. I know you were a big Eminem fan, and we were talking about music, and then all of a sudden,
oh God,
someone asks the question, how many times is the most times that you guys have ever jerked off in one day?
Mother, if you're watching this, please turn it off.
Please turn it off, Mom. So I answer. At first, I want for everybody that is watching live, I want you to give your guesses for what Joe and I might have said for each of my answer and Joe's answer, because the numbers may astonish, like they may just blow you out of the water. And this is crazy though. So I don't know this guy that much. 8. My kind of guess is 8. We'll see what other people guess. But do you remember this day?
I remember this
day. This is like we started hanging out right after this. Like we started hanging out regularly.
This was after summer school.
This was like the first week or something of like, or second week of like regular school.
Oh, was it? Okay.
It was pretty early.
I remember it was still summertime. Like it was at least still nice out.
It was still nice out because we were like hanging out outside and shit afterwards. And I remember everyone's going around, everyone's guessing, everyone's saying like oh yeah, like 3 times, 4 times. Someone's like 5. I'm like, oh my God, 5 times, holy shit. And then Joey goes 16. And I go, I don't even think that's possible. I'm like, this guy is fucking lying. He's like, no, man, I was in pain. I was bleeding. I was like, all right, that's my best friend right there. I got to be friends with that guy. And and yeah, it was a beautiful thing. It was true love ever since then. We've been hanging out. We've been vibing. Joe and I used to get stuck. Neither one of our moms wanted to pick us up from school when we had basketball practice. They both just refused to come get us after practice that got done at 5. So Joe and I would be at school, and sometimes I would try and get a ride from people to get there before school sometimes. Most of the time I would just take the bus. So Joe and I would be there from 7 whatever in the morning when the bus would get there till about 9 or 10 at night.
Until we finally got a ride home.
Until we could bum a ride off somebody, or one of our moms eventually gave in and came and picked us up.
Yeah.
And we would, this was around the time Flappy Bird came out.
Oh my gosh.
And Joe and I would probably just sit there and talk shit, just whatever, and then play Flappy Bird for like 4 to 5 hours a day.
This is 100% accurate.
And yeah, those are we spent a lot of time in the vestibule. We had to hide from our coaches because their coaches have to wait for you to get picked up.
Yeah.
And we felt bad.
Yeah.
And our coach was, she was new and she had a little bit of an attitude sometimes, so she didn't want to wait for us. So we had to sneak around and hide in the locker room for a little bit, and then come around to the other side of the school and hide in the vestibule.
Yep.
So we wouldn't get yelled at. It was crazy. Those were the days. I just got here. What did I miss? Oh, you're missing a ton. We were talking about Joey's world records. We talked about Joey losing his weight loss journey. A lot of people wanted you to be on. They wanted to hear about that whole process.
Yeah.
Just like how it's been for you and whatnot. So that's why I really wanted to touch on that earlier. But I want to know, I guess, like, my first impressions of you, Joe, since that's what we're on right now. We're talking about Joe and I first meeting and becoming friends. My first impressions of you was that you were a little bit of a goofy kid who was a little out there, but I thought you knew everybody, and I still think that. Everywhere I go, if I'm with you somewhere, somebody somebody comes up to you and is like, "Hey, what's going on, Joe?" And I'm like, "Who the fuck was that?" "Oh, I know him. I know her. It's whatever." So I don't know. Was I accurate in that take, or was that not so?
Yeah, that was accurate.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you think of me when we first met, and was it? And then I'll tell you if it was right or not.
I thought that you were very, very into sports person, but also had like the same goofy side that I had, but you weren't as public with it.
You were right.
Like when you and I just got together, you were sometimes about as dumb as me, but when we were around other people, you were like chill.
Yeah.
But I was just like, whatever.
I'm good at playing the cards close to the chest.
Yeah.
Man. Now I'm out here fucking wearing a DBZ shirt. I got the Legos over there, and now I'm full. I'm all out there. But before I was able to conceal it a little bit better, maybe.
Yeah.
We did some dumb shit. We remember one day we saw the Wolf of Wall Street DVD in the mall. We were at the mall with my mom, and we bought that movie and then went home to his house and we watched it. We not like a great, like, we were in like laying back like on nice recliner chairs. We sat at the end of his bed.
Yeah, we sat at the edge of my bed.
And sat at the edge of his bed and watched this 3.5 hour movie. And then we were like, dude, we got to go into stocks. We got to do this.
We
and
were like 15 years old.
Dude, just idiots. We were, just doing the stupidest things. Does Joey still have interest in law school? Remember him mentioning that to me junior year? You know what's funny? I don't know if we talked about this last time you were on the podcast, but I think around that time you were considering, because you were still in school at that time.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if you were in law school at that point or you were starting it. Or maybe you just had decided not to do that.
So I went for whatever the pre-law thing was at Gateway. Did a half a semester of that, and I said absolutely not.
What was it about it that made you want to go into it in the first place?
Well, because like the whole doing something legal, like anything, like I would have been a DA, or just a defense attorney, or just anything legal, because it just interested me. Like all that shit just seems so cool.
Yeah.
But
why? What about like the legality of things was cool to you?
It's like arguing, I think, but arguing for something that mattered.
Okay,
because I love arguing.
I was gonna say that, yeah.
Like I will argue with anyone over anything, even if I'm wrong. I'll argue it, and I'll put up a decent fight.
Yeah, I've noticed that I feel like a lot of times you'll just take the oppositional point of view just to be the opposition sometimes.
Yeah, just like whenever we'd all watch the Super Bowl together,
you will root for the team that everyone else did not want to win.
Exactly.
Yeah, that
just so I could, piss a couple people off on the way. Like
so sometimes pissing people off more than just being right is what's more important. Would you say?
Depends on the situation. Yes,
that's fair. So you want it, that's what kind of drove your interest to becoming possibly a lawyer.
Yeah, way too much books.
Yeah,
way too many books.
I was gonna say you got to do a lot of reading. For
yeah, I can't even read. I mean, I can read, but I can't read like that.
No, dude, I'm telling you, sometimes and I shit on my friend Big Ty all the time for not being able to read, because I'm convinced he can't. But sometimes you'll sit there, man, in school. I would sit there and read a whole whatever was assigned and not even know. Like I was like saying the words in my head, and not comprehend a thing I just read. Like
that's why like my senior year of high school, my teacher ended up sending me out in the hallway so I can read aloud to myself, so I could understand what the hell I was reading.
I have to do the same thing sometimes.
Yeah.
More than sometimes. Most of the time. It's bad.
And I actually had to read, because she'd come in and quiz me about every page you were supposed to read. So I actually sat out there in the hallway.
Is that senior lit?
Yeah, senior lit, just reading. Oh, just reading out to myself. People would walk past me, "What are you doing?" I'm like, fuck off, I'm reading.
That's crazy.
It was a really good book, though.
Yeah.
It ended up being a good book.
What book was it?
Every Day.
Oh, that one was good.
That
They
was
made a
really
movie
good
out of
book.
that.
I
Did you
heard,
see it?
never watched it.
I heard it was bad.
I heard
the
it was
movie
terrible. But
yeah.
isn't it most cases like the book's always better than the movie in like 95% of the situations?
Yeah, I mean that's what they say, and I you know I'm weird with that argument because like I think like in a lot of people would be like, oh, there's so much detail they leave out, and it's like, well, you got to think of it. A picture is worth 1,000 words,
Exactly.
right? So it's like I don't have to fucking say the floor was wet with grease as I walked into McDonald's. Like,
Yeah, no.
you fucking just see the floor
Yeah, the
is
floor
wet
is
with
soaked
grease.
in grease,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. It might just be a second. So I'd semi disagree when people say that, but yeah, it depends on what they leave out too. 'Cause sometimes they leave out big chunks of like exposition.
Then
and
also, I
things.
don't read enough books to know if the movie was better than the book or not.
That's true too. I didn't even finish.
So I'm
the
not gonna
Hunger
go read
Games.
400 pages of a book. I could spend an hour and a half watching a movie. And I'm like, the movie was fine for me.
Yeah, I liked the movie.
Yeah, like the movie was fucking great.
Have you
like,
seen the Hunger Games?
Yeah,
I mean, everybody's pretty much seen it. I love those movies. I didn't even finish the first book.
dude, I think I'm halfway through the first book. Not a bad
That's
book.
literally where it was. It was
Not a bad-
okay.
Yeah, it's a good book.
But movie was good. Movie was great. I'm just watched the movie.
I will say the Maze Runner. You ever watch that movie?
Oh no, I have never seen actually the full thing. I've seen
I don't
parts
think
of
I
it.
remember to watch the movie now that I'm bringing it up. I was just gonna say that was a damn good book.
Oh, see, they made us read that book. I
Yeah.
forget what year, and I
It
didn't
was a
finish
good
it.
book. I think we should watch the movie.
We should watch the movie. I don't
watch the
fucking know.
movie.
Let's watch it, dude. I'm down. Brad Jackson says, "Follow your heart. Follow your heart, Joey. Become a lawyer."
Forever and always.
Joey should be a politician. No knowledge necessary. Just argue the point for the point of arguing.
You're not wrong whatsoever.
I think that could be
I could
dangerous.
see it.
Mr. Withrow for running. Oh God, running for office has a nice ring to it. Oh man.
I could definitely see it.
Oh gosh, that could be scary. I was gonna do it. I was actually very highly considering running for state representative. Like
Do it.
I was going to do it, but I don't want to live here for very much longer. I want to
That's
move.
fair.
So I didn't want to do it, but I think it's crazy. Books over movies though. Yeah, I'm more of a movie goer, a movie watcher.
It takes so long to read a damn book.
Yeah, and I can't say other than I think I read every day.
Yeah,
I read that book
that was a
it
good
was
book.
good. I read no, I didn't read To Kill a Mockingbird. I listened to that one. I know they had an audiobook on YouTube, so I just listened to that one.
I read that one only because we read it in class every day.
Yeah.
That
Well,
one in
we had to, and then it was.
was that a movie? 12 Years a Slave, or is that a book?
It was both, I think.
'Cause I know we watched
But
the
yeah,
movie. I don't
we did
remember.
watch.
If
We
did
did
we read
watch
the
the
book?
movie. I don't know if we read the book for that one.
What's
we read
the one
something
with
else.
What's the one with the rabbits? Is that Of Mice and Men?
Oh, Of Mice and Men.
That still gets me to this day.
Really?
Yeah.
That was.
You just wanted to tend the rabbits. That's all.
I remember when I forget what year it was, maybe our junior year. We had to read popcorn read. Ridiculous that fucking 17-year-olds are popcorn reading a book about fucking the Salem witch trials.
Yeah.
But Joey would take he would just be like, "No, I'm just going to read the whole thing." and we'd read every day for our whole class just so he could, cuz the fucking lady's name, I forget the name. What was the name of the book? The Crucible. The Crucible. There's a character who is like the witch, right? Tituba.
Yeah.
And Joey would just pronounce this chick's name, Tituba, over and over again. And just like, it was the stupidest thing. But our teacher didn't care. And everyone else was just dying laughing. And then he would like stumble on words or fuck something up or skip something. And no one, and then she would be like, you want a popcorn to somebody else? No, I got it. We're good. And it was pure comedic gold. So I got to say thank you for doing that, because it made that Crucible much more enjoyable.
That book was brutal.
That book was kind of pretty boring. Interesting though.
Yeah.
With some themes of cancel culture in there today. I mean, like, people just straight up saying like, "Oh, this bitch is a witch."
Yeah.
Fucking hanger.
Yeah,
That's pretty insane, dude.
It's fucked up.
That's like the same thing as like people just being like, "Oh, so and so is racist." And it's like,
Yeah.
done.
Gone. Just
Done.
No chance.
Dunzo. Get deleted off it. Well, take it. Don't be like that. Ask Joey, what should I eat for dinner? I can't decide.
Who's
It's
asking?
Kaylin.
I need a couple of things.
Homemade
like
potato griller.
homemade potato griller. Oh, absolutely.
We make those. We were
Is
talking.
that an option?
That Brad just brought that up because that's what we were talking about. I was live for 11 hours on Friday,
If that's an option, do it.
and that's what McKenna
You're-
went and made some for me. It was because I couldn't get up from the live stream, so I just sat on my ass for 11 hours. Didn't even pee. No, I did pee once. At the 10 hours in.
Kaylin, eat some chicken. Is she vegetarian?
No, not anymore.
Then eat chicken.
Yeah,
I love
Yeah.
chicken.
chicken. What do you do to your chicken?
Oh, dude, I can tell you what I do to my chicken. What do you want to know? Like, there's chicken tenderloins, chicken breast, chicken thighs.
Oh, so you'd be just indulging in the chicken.
Well, so like when I do chicken thighs, whenever I make my chicken thighs, I like to like do like a chipotle. So like I'll buy the same seasonings that Chipotle uses and do it. And then I'll like the cilantro. I'll make the cilantro lime rice, and I'll make like my own burrito bowl at home.
Yeah.
Except it's way better because I know how to cook chicken better.
Really?
Yeah.
Shots fired at Chipotle.
Yeah.
Are you Chipotle or Qdoba?
Chipotle, 100 times.
Really?
100 times out of 100.
I don't go to. I've just never been to Chipotle, and I only get a fucking quesadilla, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I'd imagine the bowls could be better at either one.
Yeah, the bowls are definitely better at Chipotle in my opinion, at least. But Qdoba is better in the sense where it costs less because they don't charge you for queso or guac, but I'll pay for it extra at Chipotle because it's so much better.
Really? It's that much better, bro. Chicken is my favorite meat. Boom.
Make
a chicken griller.
I
made those for lunch today.
Or if you got some like chicken, little hot sauce, a little cheese. You can do a lot of things with chicken, hot sauce, and cheese.
Chicken, hot sauce, and cheese.
You can go.
What kind of hot sauce do you use? We use Frank's Red.
All right. I get this special one. I order it from a store in California.
Holy shit.
I don't know what it's called, but I had it one time 5 years ago, and I've made we ordered jugs of it.
Yeah.
Because it's so good.
Have you done are you like a big spicy guy then?
I can eat anything spicy, yeah.
Really? You done the Blazing Challenge before? I know you've had the wings.
Didn't do good. I didn't do the challenge. I just ate the wings.
I was gonna say we should go in and do the challenge.
We could do that. I ate the wings. And the wings were spicy as hell, but yeah. It was definitely worth it. It was experience.
Jesus Christ.
At work, for no apparent reason, so I'm just shopping after work. I see we got Carolina Reapers. I'm like, okay. So I buy them.
So you have to buy them?
Yeah, I'm like, I have to buy this. And not in front of anyone, just at home in the kitchen. I'm like, I gotta try this shit. No, don't do it.
Really?
No, it hurts like hell.
What?
For a long time.
I see. I'm weird. I'm weird with Frank's Buffalo. That's what I meant.
Frank's Buffalo is very good too.
That's what we get. See, I'm weird with like Buffalo's like as hot as I can go a little bit hotter sometimes, but like that's as hot as I want to go.
Yeah.
Like I don't have any desire to be like sweating and fucking like dripping, yeah, and fucking people wiping their eyes like while they're eating and shit. Like I don't know.
I think the perfect temperature for me is like if you're gonna go on a beat up scale, right? Mm-hmm. The mango habanero wings is the perfect temperature.
Really?
So like here's blazing and like here's the lowest, and I'd say the mango habanero is like right there. So it's like a little over half, but not too close to the top.
Interesting.
It's just the perfect amount of flavor with the spice.
I've never had the desire. I always think about that. Like, what if hopefully this YouTube thing takes off and I got to go on hot ones?
That would be awesome.
I will die.
That would be awesome.
I would not finish the first sauce.
I don't know where I was at. They had a Carolina Reaper sauce, and I almost shit myself instantly.
Oh my god.
That was miserable. I would never do that
weird
again.
Though, with spicy foods, people say that doesn't happen to me. I don't have to shit. At least maybe I've never gone hot enough. But like people like say like Buffalo makes them like they have to shit like afterwards. Like I don't have that.
I don't know.
I'm just built different, dog.
Like, you never just had to shit right after beat ups?
No. Oh. Beat ups, I get I just like feel like there's a rock in my stomach when I'm done.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't have to like shit all the time after that. What? Oh, dude, I had something to ask you with in regards to the Buffaloes and whatnot. Joey 2024. Let's go. Oh,
I can see it.
What would you run for, Joe?
Libertarian.
Libertarian.
Yeah.
Oh God. Big you. Big you.
Libertarian.
What? I mean, what? I was more so asking. What position would you go?
Oh. President.
You just go straight for the presidency.
Yes. Easy.
I think you would probably have I would vote for you over Kanye. Let's put it that way.
I would too.
I would vote for you over Kanye.
Yeah.
And he got what, 36,000, 40,000 votes?
Yeah, so I think I could pull like maybe 50.
Yeah. If you've ran the right campaign.
At least get my name out there for future elections, planning for 2040 something, whatever that year is.
Yeah, I
don't know how to do math that much.
I don't know when we'll be 35 off the top of my head, but so you're at this point in time, Joe, you're not streaming anymore. What and obviously due to the situation you had, you're not working anymore.
Yeah.
Actively searching for a job.
Actively searching for a job.
Actively searching. But what's next, man? There's no Joe Witt streaming anymore for us to check in with you every day.
I know.
What are you gonna do? What are we gonna see coming up from Joey?
I'm kind of like in that moment of life of trying to figure out what I want to do long term.
So join MMA.
That would be terrible.
That would be terrible.
I would get my ass kicked every day, but it'd be fun.
But it would be fun.
It'd be fun. But basically I'm just really looking for trying to doing research and looking to a career I want to get in for long term, not just like a short term retail job or fast food job or.
What do you like to do?
That's my problem.
Why'd you stop streaming too, by the way?
Because I started working full time, 40 hours a week, and like the way they would do the hours would be, one day I'd work till 10 o'clock, and then I'd start the next day at 8. So like I couldn't like do a stream schedule to fit on my schedule because my schedule was different every single day, every single week. There's no.
And you got to be consistent. On Twitch.
Yeah, you got to be consistent to stream.
Mm-hmm.
You can't stream at night one day, then in the morning the other day.
Yeah,
like it has to be consistent.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I just kind of lost the drive and energy to play video games in general. Like I barely play. Like I'll play Madden a couple hours a week now, just to like blow off time.
You gonna get a PS5?
No.
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 Not at all.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna get one later probably.
Because if I ever do decide to get anything again, I'd get a PC first. Because you can play everything on a PC.
Yeah, except for exclusives.
Yeah.
Can't play God of War, and I love God of War, so I got to get a PlayStation.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I don't know. The whole console thing is a little crazy with people like paying as much as they are for PlayStations.
Yeah.
'Cause we got PlayStation 4s, like you, me, and like our friend, we all got them like the week they came out.
Yeah.
And or you got a fucking Xbox.
I bought an Xbox, then you guys all bought PlayStation, so I went to Best Buy and just did a flippy flop.
Yeah. But we all got them like the week of. I paid the regular price for them.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else. Dude, people.
Did they just not come out like that anymore?
I don't know, bro. People are paying fucking $800,000.
I've seen some people buy them off StockX for $1,300, $1,400.
Oh my god!
I don't even know why StockX has PlayStations. But
yeah, what, dude? I mean, we have a mutual friend, Kevin, who drove down. He's been
Indiana,
on the show. Drove down to Indiana.
To be fair, he got it at least at retail.
That's fair. Still sweaty.
Yeah, still sweaty, but he got it at retail, so it's a dub.
That is a dub.
He gets good gas, so I mean, trip to Indiana and back's probably one full tank.
It's crazy to me, man. I'm not even. I'm like weird too. Like I don't really. I mean, the PlayStation 4 is pretty good.
It works
still.
perfectly
It's
fine.
fine.
It does everything the PlayStation 5 does.
Yeah.
Except for I just can't see it a little clearer, I guess.
I guess, dude. And the PlayStation 5 just, I think it's got like the same. I mean, it obviously is much better, but like it has like it can do 4K and like 60 frames and all these things. But like, I'm just here to play games, man. When I play games, I don't play games enough.
Yeah.
So, aside from no longer streaming, which we hope that you one day change your mind, Joe, because it would be fun for you to come back.
Yeah.
I enjoyed popping into the streams and telling you to do a flip.
Every single time.
Yeah.
Do a flip.
What for those that don't know, what did you stream mostly?
I don't even remember.
I mean, I know you did.
I streamed a lot of Madden in the beginning.
I know you did Fortnite for a while with that one girl.
Yeah, with Dev. She was dope. I did Fortnite with Dev and Call of Duty. Just pretty much whatever she played, I played. Because like that friend group that I made online was actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'd all stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning playing video games together. She helped me out a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
She helped me out a tremendous amount. She got me a lot of following and money. So
that's crazy.
Appreciative of her for that. Yeah.
So you made some money on Twitch.
Yeah, I made a couple $100. Let's say like.
That's cool.
Probably $500.
And how long were you doing it?
August to February.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, but if you like from Twitch itself, I only made 100.
Yeah.
Like 118.
Oh, but donations.
Donations
right?
is where I made the rest, and those were all people from that Dev Girl stream that would come up just to help me out. You know.
That's crazy.
Like there was this one dude. His name was Jay Newt. He donated me $100 2 times. So you take him away.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's
he was
crazy.
just super nice and wanted to help me out.
That's crazy. Jay Newt, dude, where are you at, man? I'm here, bro.
He would just randomly
here.
pop in, like he wouldn't like type anything. He'd just say Jay Newt donated $100 and it'd be there. And I'm like, shit.
Yeah. I feel like my man's got a stolen credit card or something. That's crazy.
Right.
I see people like that all the time. There's this dude that everybody's retweeting on Twitter, and I follow him too now because I want to win some fucking money.
It's Fatty Melon.
No, he's like friends with Mr. Beast, Plute or something, or Pollute or something. I don't know.
I know who you're talking about.
He's a philanthropist, and he just fucking sends people $100, $1,000 just randomly. He's just like, if you have my notifications on, you could be picked. And so I have his notifications on.
Yeah.
I've never won shit though.
Yeah, but he's actually giving it to people.
He's actually giving people money.
So I met this friend. His name, I can't remember his name. His name was Dovey. He lived in Michigan, and like it was his dream to go visit his dad in the Philippines because he was adopted here. And he wants to meet his birth father and mother in the Philippines.
Okay.
And his like the family he was with now was like kind of a shitty family, like really poor. And there's this it was really viral for a while because some dude by the name of Fatty Melon comes in and donates $25,000 to him. Completely filled up the donation goal. Yeah, donated 25 grand.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
25. Jeez.
Yeah, but like that Fatty Melon person does it to so many people.
Is there a limit on how much you can donate on Twitch?
I don't think so.
That's crazy. That's insane because I know like OnlyFans there was like no limit for a while, and then what's her face, Bella Thorne, like broke the app and then like ripped everybody off, so then everybody wanted their money back, and then they had to change to like maximum donation or something.
Okay.
Interesting. Have you ever thought about starting OnlyFans?
Absolutely not.
I've considered it, man. I've
Have
considered
you?
it. Yeah, like just like a foot page or something.
Fucking
People
foot
like
page.
that shit, dude.
I guess.
Just totally under different alias,
Yeah.
and so maybe if you see if any feet account follow you in the near future, it's probably me. So just so you know, I've been considering it. All right, Joe. So we've covered a lot of bases here. We talked about your weight loss. We talked about you running for president here. We've talked about the first time we met. What are you gonna? I know we were talking. You're unemployed. You're looking. You're not sure what you want to do. We're trying to figure out what you enjoy doing, so we can try and figure this out for you right now. What job you're gonna get,
Dude.
This will be one of those quizzes you take in high school to figure out what you should go to college
Like the
for.
aptitude test.
Yeah. So you're gonna just have to tell me some things you like to do. And what are your last 3 jobs that you've had?
Last 3 jobs.
Yeah.
Would be Woodman's, Costco, and
We had to get you out of there.
Alcino Wednesday.
What the fuck is that?
A Mexican restaurant. I was a waiter for like a year and a half.
Okay, how'd you like serving?
No.
No. I don't see you as a server.
No,
So
I don't like people.
yeah.
But I fucking love stocks.
Stocks.
I love the stock market.
So Wolf of Wall Street did
Yes.
leave a lasting
I've
imprint on you.
Past couple weeks, put a couple $1,000s into the stock market, and I'm doing pretty well.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you putting money into? Brad was telling me to buy Bitcoin the other day on my stream. If you could sell any drug to build an empire, what would it be?
Cocaine, easily. It's the most effective.
Really?
Yes. Except you have to worry about, the cartel. But if you can get past them, it costs you pennies to make, and you get dollars in return. Like,
Simple math right there.
yeah.
Okay, so you worked. I remember when you told me you were working at Costco and then you hated it.
Oh,
the next
fuck
day.
Costco. That place was terrible. It was only because I was in the food court. I feel like if I would have had a job like,
Just like stocking shelves.
yeah, like stocking
or-
shelves or even the cash register, I would have liked it.
So did you like when you were working at Woodman's? Did you like that?
Yeah,
did
I
you
liked
just
it.
stocking shelves
I
and
liked
what-
that job. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd run the front desk. I'd answer the phones.
So you what? Cause I'm trying to take from that and see where we could pivot that to move forward for you, so you can
Telling you,
get
I want
something.
to do something in stocks. I don't know what. I got to look into careers, school, whatever. Because that's like something that actually interests me. Like I can look at charts of stocks all day and night.
Really?
Yeah.
What's something that obviously your knowledge is probably limited at this point, but what's something that you think you've started to understand in that realm that makes it interesting? 'Cause I'm sure you have to have gotten something that you're like, okay, I get this, so this is what is enticing to me.
It's just, I just love the unpredictability of it.
Oh God! So
It's almost like-
just the fact that it's gambling.
It's basically like gambling with a better outcome usually.
Usually,
Usually.
it's just gambling, is what it is.
It's basically gambling, but with the intent to not just fucking piss your money away.
And I know you love gambling from.
I
from
do love gambling.
vacationing
I
with
love
you.
gambling and sports betting. I got into a really bad sports betting kick lately.
Really?
Yes.
FanDuel or?
DraftKings Sportsbook.
Oh man, what? So DraftKings is the one where it's like every week or every day, or there's like different games, different modes and whatnot.
Yeah,
can do?
you can bet on every snap of the football game. You can bet if the next play is going to be a run. That shit's addicting. It gets you really going.
What the
Yeah,
fuck, dude?
yeah. And there was a span I made.
What's the lag on that? How the fuck do they have
you
time
have to be
do that?
quick.
Jesus Christ.
I forget what I did. There was a span where I was betting the first player to score in NBA games, and I was betting I do about 125, 150 a game, and I bet because the odds were shit, 1,000 to 1 on some of them.
Mm-hmm.
So there was one night I bet on, I think I bet I want to say $50 on Robert Covington scoring the first basket of the game. He did, won 750.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
so I was doing that, and I've actually made money that week.
Yeah.
And then I fucking bet a lot of money on the Bills and Colts game on the under.
How much money?
Don't want to talk about it. I bet Bills and Colts. I bet the under of 40 and a half, and fucking the score was 41. So
Jesus Christ.
that pissed me off.
Damn, dude. I'm not. I have a problem with betting. I can't do it. I
I
can't.
don't recommend getting into it. If you don't like it, don't do it.
I
at all.
can't
Don't
bet.
do it.
I can bet on me. I can bet if you and I are gonna go play 1-on-1. I'll bet.
I'd bet 100 on myself as well. So I see what you're
okay.
saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, I'll bet on things that I can control.
Mhm.
I can't bet on maybe too growing up and seeing people bet on the Bears and being a Bears fan.
Oh, I'd
and
never
just
bet on the
watching
Bears in
that.
my entire life.
Yeah,
I would never put $1 on that fucking franchise.
It's bad, right? But I know even when we went to the casino when we were on the cruise a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
you were much more willing than I was like so nervous to bet on things, and like you really knew what you were doing. And
yeah,
and where to
I
go.
used to play like slots and like poker and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now I will sit at a fucking roulette table for 8 hours.
Jesus Christ.
Roulette is one of the most fun games to play.
Why is it so fun?
Just the thrill of having no control. Like poker, you can at least like try to be smart. Roulette, you can't.
See,
It's just pure fucking chance.
Joe, it's crazy to me.
Because like when I was playing roulette back in February, I think so. I started out with $300, right? I got all the way up to $1,400.
Why'd you leave?
Because it's fucking fun,
dude.
And then I got all the way down to $17. I had $17 and I put it all on one number. And
get it?
And it hit, so I won like $740 or whatever that payout for that was.
And did you leave after that?
I left after that.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
I said fuck this place and walked out.
So I mean, they always say too, and I don't know if you play by this rule or not, but they say that you're supposed to, once you win, you know, if I put $100 in, I just won $100, like another $100, so I have 200. You're supposed to take the 100 out.
And you can play what you play with what you win.
Yeah, and then you're playing smart. But I feel like it's hard to tell people that are avid gamblers.
Yeah. Well, like when I first started playing roulette, like believe it or not, like is like no like brains you need to have behind it. You have to have some. So like at first I would just bet red or black because like it's literally 50 or 48 because there's 2 greens that get hit, but those never fucking hit. And when they do, you get really sad. But I would always just do red or black. But then I was watching this old guy. He bet $150, $200 every turn, and you don't lose money. Well, you do lose money, but you never go out. So you can, because like you have every square covered. Now it's like if it's just getting lucky enough to have something where you have $50 on one of those squares covered. So like you could play the lines, you could play corners, you could play rows.
So roulette. Forgive me for not knowing off the top of my head. Roulette's the one where you throw the shit and it spins around, right?
It's where like you roll the ball around in the circle and like it has the reel and then
it lands in one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, that's what I. So there's no cards or anything involved in that.
Yeah. So then I started playing like that guy did. I bet $100 every turn, and that's when I really started doing well. And then I did once see this guy cover every fucking number on that board except for one number, and it hit that number. I never felt so bad for someone in my life.
Oh my god!
Like the odds of that are like 48. How many numbers are on there total? 38. This is 2 greens. I think 40 total numbers.
Jesus Christ.
38 total numbers. I don't know what the fuck it is, but for him to just leave one thing completely untouched
and for it to hit that one,
just you can't.
So unlucky.
Yeah.
See, I just can't get over, and maybe it's because I'm a control freak, but I can't, like, I could not bet on something that I can't control. I just can't do it. I don't know why. Like I would even play, like, I enjoy playing poker.
I love poker
because there's a little bit more finesse to that. Like I feel
because
like
you can be smart with what you're doing.
Yeah, you can choose. I can choose like, oh, I don't have it. Like I hate BS.
Yeah,
we played BS recently, and I fucking hate it because like you just have to you don't have it. You just have to lie, and it's like no. I like in poker. I get to choose if I want to lie.
Yeah.
Or I can choose like to just fucking put them down.
Yeah, exactly.
It. So I don't know. I enjoy that. Yeah, poker's cool.
I played blackjack once at a casino, and they've been so. Dealer got 21 2 times in a row. I said, fuck this, and they're playing this game again.
Do you play against the dealer?
Yeah, you play against the dealer.
So the dealer makes a fuck ton of money?
I don't think so.
Or like the dealer
they just keep them on. Yeah, they just work for the casino.
Oh, shit. That's not fair.
And like I had great hands 2 times in a row. I think I had 19 and 20, and both times dealer had 21. I'm like, all right, I'm never fucking playing this again.
Who's cheating you? How much money did you lose there?
Not much, because I only played 2 rounds of like $17 bets, so like $34.
Oh, that's not terrible.
Yeah.
So now that I guess we're on the topic. We were talking about playing one-on-one and whatnot. We gotta address the documentary that's still up on my channel, Joe.
Joe the Show, 30
Joe
for
the
30.
Show, 30 for 30. You think? I mean, I'm sure you haven't probably got to play much since COVID and everything. I haven't been able to play at all either. But
last time I played was when I met you at Lakewood.
When we were shooting outside.
That was like the last time in probably 2 years that I've played. But yeah.
Yeah. So what? Do you think? Oh, it's low battery. Do you think now having the physique that you have, that you'd be a different beast on the court?
No, because I still can't shoot a fucking basketball.
You don't think you could get to the rim? I feel like
I maybe could get to the rim better.
You knew basketball, but your body just didn't know basketball.
Yeah,
and
that's fair, but I still don't know how to shoot a basketball. I can't shoot.
Yeah, that's true.
Only time to time I'll make like 7 in a row for no god apparent reason.
That's true.
That you witnessed, but
I've seen it happen. I've seen Joey take over a couple of times.
Where I just make everything stupid for no reason, and then I airball 4 in a row afterwards.
That'll.
And I
that'll
usually end
also
up hurting
happen.
myself afterwards too.
Yeah,
It's usually a sequence.
You'll very much have that, and shooters shoot, right? That's what they say.
Shooters shoot.
I hate that saying, by the way.
It's okay.
McKenna's struggling with the battery on Joey's side. Joe, I want to know, is there any other questions you have for me off the top of your head? I'm trying to think. I don't think I have anything else for you off the top of my head.
I don't really think there is.
I was gonna say, because we haven't got to speak like this in a while, so I'm sure I'm missing something.
I think we've covered a lot.
We have covered a lot. I mean, I feel like I've gotten to
covered more than I thought too.
I've filled in a lot of the gaps, yeah, and then we put some other dirty laundry out there for everybody, which is always nice.
Always love that.
So we're gonna film you doing the Blazing Challenge.
That's fair. We could take care of that.
We'll have to fit that into a cheat meal for you.
Yeah, we will.
And you'll probably have to die afterwards. Can you drink milk with that, or does that not work?
You can't until after. I think you could drink it after.
Okay.
Like after the last wing's down, and they like crown you. You think you can then chug milk.
Yeah.
Because when I didn't even do the challenge, I think I drank 8 of those little pints of milk.
Jesus.
Well, not in that pints. What are those?
The ones that they have, the little cartons?
Yeah, the little carton. They used to like grade school cartons. I think I drank like six or 8 of them.
Jesus, dude.
I just kept.
And what did you have? Just like a wing, or a couple wings?
I got a small and I ate all but 2. So I think it's like 6 or 7. I don't know how many are in a small.
Nah, I couldn't do it. It's not for me, man.
Nope, not fun. Don't recommend.
Not for me at all. All right, Joe. Well, if you don't have anything else for me, I want to say thank you to you first off for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I as always, we'll have you back anytime. If there's ever we didn't get into NBA at all.
We didn't.
We'll do that next time.
It'll be more interesting.
We'll do it next time, man.
Get me on before the playoffs.
All right, we'll get Joey's hot take. I'll have to get someone on who you very much disagree with, and the two.
Matt O'Connell.
Oh yeah, that would be great. That would be a great one. We'll do all 3 of us. I want to say thanks to Joey for being here. I really appreciate it. I want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in live in the live chat. Always appreciate getting to talk to you guys, getting to hear from you, as well as say thank you to our patrons. They should be on the screen right now. We actually just got a new patron. I forget what is it? An Ultima Mega Elite VIP D-Bag. Roaring Finney. There's my guy. Putting in work, supporting the channel. Really appreciate it. If you guys want to support the channel, get access to some exclusive content over on Patreon, just go to patreon.com/DarrenRita to do that. Also say thank you to Kenosha Auto Insurance for sponsoring this episode. Give them a call if you've got any needs of car insurance, and since most people watching this podcast are in your head's in the frame, Joe. Since most people that watch this podcast are in Wisconsin, I think it's a law that you have to have car insurance. So you should give them a call. The worst that could happen is you will get the best rates. Other than that, this has been the 81st episode of the Detox Podcast. Joe, do you have any parting words for the D-Bags?
Thank you.
All right, guys. I will see you guys.